I think it's all about the material. 3 dimensions suit me better, I think, so I like 3D, and I just loved clay. I just connected, that was my thing. So this body of work basically comes from my love of gardens, and I basically had an explosion of ideas as I'm just out there weeding. I'd spend hours just staring at the sculptural forms of plants. It was like a eureka moment. So all my work's based on gardens and plants and flowers and things. I think it's a never-ending source of inspiration, quite frankly. Well, I like spikes. Things like seed heads, I like seed pods, seed heads. Things like red hot pokers were one of my first things that I noticed. Things even when they were dying, like in winter time, when they'd lost their petals and things, these amazing forms. But most recently I've been interested in water lilies. I'm creating a piece based on a water lily. So I call them my water lily bowls, but they're not really bowls. But I'm also doing a collection of smaller pieces that hopefully make up multiples that make up one piece, which are perhaps more flower-like than the water lily would appear. All slightly different, but all relating to one another. I like the idea of them having a little conversation. It's almost like sometimes they look like they're at a party or something. I get that quite a lot when you put the pieces together. I like the idea that they can sit happily on their own, but you can have maybe 7 pieces that collectively make up one piece. Yeah. Hopefully people see something a little bit different as well. I mean, I also like the idea that they're not necessarily functional, which I think is quite interesting. So you've got craft that's perhaps, I hope to, cross a few boundaries there. I've got a piece of sculpture or craft. I think that's good. Obviously you want people to enjoy the work, and I always like to hear what people think they are. Hopefully people will wonder how I made them and be hopefully impressed